Hey everyone, Sarah here. Welcome back to week 11, Plan With Me. Well, last week was quite interesting. I'll say it sort of went as planned. Here's me just fighting with my Chic Sparrow. I did order a new Chic Sparrow. I got a portfolio, but I'm not sure how I'm going to use it. So it might be for this or it might be my budget. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. So I'm here planning in my Hobonichi, and it's getting a little chunky, so I'm kind of liking it. So this was last week. I did end up traveling. I didn't put out my 2 videos. I did start decluttering my office last week, and I think that's part of the craziness because everything's in disarray, and I'm late filming this, and then I traveled. So anyhow, I guess that goes to show you why it's important to have things together, I guess. So anyhow, last week was interesting. I traveled. My cat got sick. I dropped off my car for getting rear-ended. So it was just felt all up in the air. So it was a little bit crazy. Hopefully this week's goes better. I did not get to Orange Theory at all because we also had haircuts and I had schoolwork and I wasn't here. It's just a crazy week. And then a lot of long meetings taking me out of pocket. So that was basically my review of last week. Does anyone else count all the numbers? I know that it's just subtract 12 for the military time, but I just cannot keep that in my head for some reason. So anyway, this is just me separating my day and nights, even though it really feels like there hasn't been a separation in my day and nights, basically. But here I'm just, getting all my things and putting in kind of the areas of my life or the big focus areas for this week. So, and I really like the stickers. So these stickers are in my shop and I just like them because it just helps me remember where am I at in this. And it really just helps me get back to what is the next thing I should be working on rather than what have I done? It just gives me a starting point for when I get back to whatever that project is or task. And it also, in my home life, I guess it really keeps me more intentional. And I'll say I definitely struggled with it last week. It was just all in disarray. I wasn't using my Garmin or the Garmin app really, so I didn't really do my dailies very well. So anyhow, enough of last week. It's in the past. Well, I guess it's this week right now, so it's not really in the past. But anyway, next week hopefully will be better. So a couple of my projects, I really was expecting them to be launched by now, and they're really just hitting these walls, and I think that's part of my frustration. Sorry for the camera shaking here. This new setup may not be ideal. So anyhow, I got stuff delayed. I got people not doing stuff. I've reminded them 12 times. It's just driving me nuts. And I'm trying to kick off some other projects, so I have to just sit there and wrap my head around those. What does it entail? What do I need to do next? All that kind of thing. So I think that's part of it too, because I'm not in a flow. It's always hard to get stuff going. And then once it's in the flow, it's good. And I'm sorry, I'm cut off here. Again, this is a new setup. And so I am putting together a declutter video of my 40 bag challenge. And I think I'm at 6 bags right now. So that will be good. Oh, I'm so mad that this is shaking. I was really hoping this would work out, this arrangement, but I don't think it is. So again, all these stickers are in my shop. And I will say I didn't have the colors that I wanted for next week. So I have these colors because I color code different things. So for my kid weekend, I don't know why I've picked green, but it's been green for forever, 12 years now. But I always use green for when I have my boys, when they're basically home for the weekend rather than their dads. So next weekend we have that. And I think it's, oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm just realizing I used the wrong color. But that actually is a free weekend. I was looking at the color green. I used the wrong color. But anyhow, so it's a free weekend. Now I am all screwed up. Hold on. No, it's not. It's a boy weekend. What am I doing? Well, I had the color right. See? The color means more than the words, apparently. So anyhow, oh my God, get it together. I'm just putting in my schedule. I'm not traveling next week. So traveling always throws me off. And if you guys have tips of like how to just get back into the swing of things with traveling, and I don't know if it's because I just try to minimize the impact on my free time. So I travel at weird hours. So I had to get up at 2:30 in the morning and then drive to the airport. And then I got home really late. So I was just tired the next day and all of the things. And then my cat got sick. So what do you guys do to just get right back into it? And I definitely think I have to be better around this rather than just being tired. Like, I think I just need to force myself to get back into it. But when I get home, that definitely impacted me because I was tired. I couldn't, and on top of it, so I wasn't really motivated. But at the same time, I really just didn't even have a chance to get to the gym. So if you guys have any tips of how to get back into the swing of things when you travel for work, I would appreciate them in the comments. But I'm just trying to get to my structure. Monday night, went Thursday night, and Saturday morning, I'm going Orange Theory, and then I have my class, and my class is winding down. I'm so happy this class is getting over with. It's financial planning and analysis. And I have to say, at least it's relevant to my work, so I'm really happy about that part of it. But it's a lot of work, just writing, and it's not terms I use all the time, so I just am losing my steam. But I don't know if I had told you in past videos, I really wasn't planning on doing my MBA this year because I've been just taking a class here and there. I didn't realize that there was an expiration date on the credits, so now I'm bumping up against the deadline or my classes are going to expire, so I have to do at least 2, ideally 3 each year. So I think that I am signed up for another class next term, and then I might take summer off and then one in the fall. So here, Monday is going to be a busy day, and it's fine. I actually like to stack my meetings like that because then I can have get work done time and then meeting time. And I think that's actually a really productive way to do it. So I try to have my meetings on, I usually try to go Tuesday, Thursday, and have Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I don't like to do Friday meetings because people are just not engaged in the meetings at all. But I have to schedule those all on Monday because I need those answers done and decided. It's impacting my project at this point, so I just have to get them done and get kind of decisions to be made so I can move forward. So that's why they're on Monday. Ideally, I would have made them on a Tuesday. I'm kind of rethinking that, but I just really need the answers to be done. And then this here, so you see me using the tan color. So I usually use blue for work and pink for personal stuff, or Sarah time, if you will, or self-care. But I ran out of stickers, and I need to print some of my own. So I have a physical, and yeah, that's about it. And I actually think I need a lot of desk time next week because I need to set up kickoffs and wrap my head around the new projects I'm launching. And I need to just sit there and kind of brain dump projects, scopes and flows and who's involved. So I'll probably just incorporate that into my free time, or I might even go as far as blocking off calendars because I haven't been blocking my calendar for those things because I have so many things in motion. But at this point, I have to get it done or else I'll be like in a lull between projects. And I can't really let that happen professionally, because these projects definitely are high visibility. All right, and I remembered to put my film with me's in there. I mean, film with me's, everyone. My plan with me's in there. So that actually is, I'm getting better at that. And what else? That weekly processing. So that's really, I moved that to Wednesday, and I used to do it on Fridays. I actually really like it on Wednesday, because if I can like recover something by the end of the week, I have time. Like I have a moment to figure out like, oh yeah, good catch. It's almost like a catch that I wasn't getting something done for that week, or I needed a decision, or I needed to communicate, or I needed to, like, I still have a chance to get it in that week because there's still 2 more working days. So I'm really glad that I moved that, my kind of weekly processing of my inbox, if you will. And that's that David Allen again. But I'm glad I moved it to Wednesday. Actually, that's a great tip. That has been really impactful for me. And here I'm just setting up my dailies, and my dailies are pretty standard. These moments that matter, I can tell you I haven't been paying attention to these, and I definitely don't feel balanced. Like I said last week, I know I had a lot of stuff in the air, and that life just gets crazy sometimes, but I did not pay attention to these, and I feel it. Like I'm really tired. I feel scatterbrained, and I haven't exercised, and so I'm really glad that I have these, because I went to look at them and I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know. It's like I wasn't paying attention to any of those, well, on some of the days, any of the areas of my life. So anyhow, I really think that those are important. And in my March setup, I have a cool little tracker thing that I'm excited, and I'm going to kind of update it based on what my dailies are. Because I really do. I feel like I'm failing at being balanced, and I don't want to, like, because that's really the basics for my life. And here I tried to use the green Tombow marker, and it's 158. I really like that color. I'm not sure I really liked the thick lines. So anyhow, I just like that green marker. And this is pretty standard, but again, it works for me. And once you find something that works for you and keeps you going, it's hard to change it up. So there is my week. Here's the flip through. Let's hopefully get that stuff done. Make some progress towards these. And then going into my daily shortly. There we go. And then, that's this week. So now just going into the dailies. And again, it's the same. It really does work for me. So that is all I have. Thanks, everyone. Take care.